Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and welcome to the My Creative Time 126th release. Yes, and this one is all about baking spirits bright with these fantastic, over-the-top, cutest, sweetest little gingerbread folks that I have seen. I'm like, as you can tell, I was playing some more. I had to stop myself because I was going to stay up like a 24-hour day playing with these things because they're just so adorable. Whether you die cut, color, or punch out the pre-made die cut already. Options, and loads of fun to get all your Christmas crafting projects underway. This is a fantastic release. Let me just go right into it. Let's get started. I did the preview video and I mentioned that there is 15% off site-wide with the code OCT2022. Please use it. So you can use that code to apply to all these new goodies. Also, you can use it on existing goodies, and there's some goodies that are restocked like that. Fabulous. Let's talk about the products first, and then we'll look at all my individual makes. I have cards. I have a little box. We'll talk about the box because there's a tutorial, not by me, but I will link it for you. And look at this little tag set. This is the entire release right here. We have a stamp set. It's cookie season, and the stamp set comes with stamps and the coordinating dies as a bundle, okay? So you cannot buy them separately. It's just a one and done, but it is all fabulous because this also comes into play over here in the paper pack. Yeah, it's a win-win. Alrighty, so this one is called It's Cookie Season. Great photopolymer stamps. All these sentiments, I stamped them, have them all heat embossed, ready to go. Look how many of them I made. Love. Well, let me read a few of them for you. Sugar and spice season. The secret ingredient is love. To from Yummy, baked with love. Cookie season is here. Come on. Just that cookie season, even if you're not baking the cookie, you just bought store-bought cookies, put it in a cute bag, and then you pop a ginger on it. Done. Adorable, adorable. So that's number one. There's another stamp and die bundle. This one is called Jingle All the Way. Also has a ton of sentiments. Let's talk about this measurement here and a beautiful spatula with a little drip. Oh, I love a good drip. You just don't know. I saw that. I said, oh, that's fabulous. That spatula, 3.5 inch tall by 7/8 of an inch wide. Did I measure? 2 3/4 by a little bit over 2, right? Like 2 1/8, okay? Super duper cute. Now here, you're getting 19 sentiments. And what is beautiful about this, most of what is here, stamps in here. 1 or 2 of them, you'd have to, like the happy birthday, you'd turn sideways. But you can use these on their own, and you can also use these with your tags because look how cute that is. You can just do just a spatula alone. Or if you don't want to color it, do like what I did. I die cut it, did the drip, just cut straight across here and change the color. Okay, and you'll see it in my example. But look at all of these. Dashing through the dough, sugar and spice season, from the kitchen of. So if you are a baker, that's a great one to have stamped in here. And then you give all your goodies. Oh, send me some. I can't bake that well. I try, but, you know, but I don't mind being a taster. Oh, Christmas treats, you bake me happy, jingle all the way. So that one goes beyond just baking. Baking spirits bright, homemade with love. Oh, that's so cute. I could see these on a bag of goodies with a little tie, and then you have this. Ginger accessories 1 and 2. LOVE, over the top, quadruple love. These 2 little die sets right here because they go with, and both of them are in stock. Ginger Boy and Girl 1 and Sweet Gingerbread Person 2. Okay, this released before that, hence accessories 1 and 2. Okay, so accessories 1 goes over here. You get the bodies. I've done a video on this and even talking about ink blending and everything. I will link the video here. Here is an example of the big one. Look how cute that is. So they're the same exact thing, just the scale is different. 2 by like 1 3/4. This one 3 by 2 3/8 of an inch wide, okay? But these are adorable, just so adorable. And now you can dress them up. We can look at the examples actually from the paper pack, which this now is reminiscent of this sizing. That's dressed up as a girl. This one is the boy. And in both of the sets, the die cuts in the paper pack shows you a perfect example of what this is supposed to look like. So in both the smaller and larger, same exact thing. Thank you. You get 2 gingers with some hearts. There's a heart, there's a heart. You get the utensils big and small. You get utensils larger. You get a boy outfit. You get a girl apron. And to dress up the apron, and you get the pockets. There's the pockets. And then you get chef's hat. 2 chef's hat for this one. And I guess it's like that because of how these are turned. This one you get 1 big chef hat. Okay? But adorable. So this, win, win, double win. They all go together, happy, happy, and comes together so easy. So what is different between the two? This one has an envelope. This one also has a bow, but this one comes with still the bow, but you get here the peppermint and the candy cane with the layers. Adorable. Ginger accessories 1 and 2. Next, there is this awesome folded tag die. So what it is you cut out this piece that runs through your standard die cut machine, and you just score here, fold that flap over. You use something to just hold it, or you can maybe tie the whole thing around if you want to give it that way. This layers up on top of that piece. Let me give you what the tag is, and I'll go further into detail when I show you the example. 4.5 inch tall by 2.5 inch wide. Comes with some wonderful frosting here and a reinforcer, okay? Cute, 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 cute. Folded tag die works very well with the gingers. Now let's get into the paper pack. So there's this wonderful paper pack called Ginger Chefs. 6x6 paper pad, 24 sheets, 4 each of 6 designs. Now let's go into the designs. Front of the paper pack, so that's all 6 sheets. Here is the back. And the back is these wonderful neutrals with the polka dot detail. Look at that blue. These 2 blues. Look at that heart. Look at the reds into the pinks. Love, 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 love. Yeah, I'm getting extras of this paper pack because it's so good. And what I love about it too, the graphic here. They look the same, but they're not. We have the boy graphic and the girl graphic, just to be fair. I love that. And this is so cute. I did use it in my examples, which by now you probably forgot what I showed you in the beginning. I used up all of this. And here now, apply your 15% and enjoy all these crafty goodies. So now let's talk about these 2 sheets that are in the paper pack. That's the back. So that's why you need another paper pack, because these are actually very good too. But once you cut these up, then you're losing the back. So let's talk about what dies coordinate with this. These 4 images will cut right here with these dies, okay? That little bump right there, that lets you know this is your girl dies. So the girl is here in 2 colorways, pink, red. The boy has that square, and he cuts with that one, okay? I would highly suggest cutting this up. Cut it up loosely because you have to give enough space for your die. But because you don't want to cut this down, put the die here and run it through the machine because it may wrinkle up these bits. So that's why you would cut out each individual section, layer up the die, then run it. Put a little light tape, but still do them one at a time just to ensure that that all your gingies come out as they should. Perfect gingies. Look at that. Look at that die cutting. Hello. Now, the sentiments down the center, that is not in the stamp and die set. That's not here. But let me show you what they look like. One of them I used. That one I used. So, and I love this one from the kitchen oven. Then you can put your name there. Isn't that sweet? That is just so sweet. That now comes into the assorted mini tags. Now, with the assorted mini tags, when you're looking at something like this, just so you don't accidentally make a mistake, think about it this way. I see stitching here, so I'm not going to use my stitched die for that coordinating shape. You're going to use the die that has no stitching because this would be cutting on that stitching, and these are not matched up. I don't know if they're matched up. Let's not test it, right? Just cut the outline, okay? This pack has a great price point, assorted mini tags. one of the tags. Let's go with this little square one here. 1 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. Next, this beauty, which I did cut one. So I still have, see how I split it up? I still have 2 left. I obviously used the boy here, but there are 2 girls. Now this one coordinates with, if you want to cut it out, you can cut it out by hand, but me and the curves like right there and right there, oh no, no, no. It does coordinate with her tall tag frame dies, but if you're gonna get this, you might as well get the tall tag frame die layers. Again, same principle. If you see those stitched lines, that's not the die that you're going to use. You're going to use the one that goes over the stitch lines, this one. And namely, this number 2. So number 1, number 2. That's the die that you're using from this set, okay? To cut it out. Like so, and you line it up best as you can. Then you can go back into layering and playing. But if you're going to get this, you might as well just get that because they do work very well together. It's a 4 tag set. Let me give you the measurement. And the one without the stitching, this is going to be your largest tag in the whole combination of these. You're looking at 5 1/4 inch tall by 3 inches wide. Super duper 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 cute. Now before I got into all this card making, I was always making mini albums, but even back then I was buying My Creative Time. So I've been shopping My Creative Time way before I joined her design team, what, like a month ago or 2 months ago? So in mini album making, this is a fantastic die set. And also for scrapbook layouts, if you want to make your scrapbook interactive, this is another one. Just saying, just saying. You can put a photograph here too. Hey, why not? This now is from that accessories 1 and 2. I just wanted to show you because I did cut them out in gold because of course my baker, she has a golden spoon. Or a golden whisk, I should say. But look how cute this is. So adorable. Let's start off with the box. Okay, crafters. So to make this example, I use these 3 products. Ginger boy and girl, ginger accessories number 1, that's it in the girl configuration, and also this 3x3 fancy envelope die. Now this envelope die, it makes a flat envelope, but there's a way of turning it into a cute, awesome 3D box. And this 3D box was inspired by a fellow design team member and also someone who watches my videos, and I know her. Melissa from Mo Creations, and I will put a direct link to her tutorial. She made a project and then near the end of the video she showed you how to put this together. I mean, super easy, super adorable, so doable, and makes a nifty box. And here I use some basil cardstock, so it has a little, there it is up close. See the polka dot detail on that cardstock? Oh, you know I was having fun. So you can do pattern paper, but I like to keep this more neutral and then put the pattern paper in here. My little ginger on top. And then I did all this sort of a pinky mauvey colorway. Okay, look at that spatula. You see that? That is glue with, if you guys are saying, oh, she's going to say it, rock candy glitter. I tell you, Christmas crafting and rock candy glitter go hand in hand. This is from Ranger, Tim Holtz product. So cute. So it gives that sparkly look, but without being over top glittery. I think you can see it, but this has more glitter than that. Then here, I just cut that little trim. This trim, though, comes from this one. So you don't have to always keep every item in everything. Like, this was not used as an envelope, but it turned into a fabulous box. I used my punch right there, my crocodile big bite. Then that now came from the paper. There she is right there. Use that mini tag and then punch that as well, and then tied this with some twine, which is actually working. Because, you know, me and the bows, we're not good friends. We're just light acquaintances. But I think this is so cute. And in Melissa's video, she showed how this can hold like a couple bits of chapstick. So you know you're looking at that height. Let me give you the height of it assembled. 3 1/8 of an inch tall, 3/4 of an inch wide. So this is 3 1/8 square, and underneath here, same 3/4 of an inch. So it is really cute. I think Emma made her version of it and she put a cookie in it. Oh. You want more inspiration? Definitely watch her videos on the My Creative Time YouTube channel. Moving on. Adorable, right? Adorable. And guys, this is still me doing ink blending. When you see my gingers like this is ink blending. I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Tea Dye ink. I will link that video here as well, where I talk about inking gingers. You can go darker too with some vintage photo if you wish. Next. Okay, crafters, so I am back with my next example. Oh, you know I was having fun with this one. Oh yes, this is a 5x7 card, so I went for a big old card because she's a nice big ginger, fully assembled with the chef hat on. She's roughly 3.5 inch tall, so she could still fit on an A2. She's not oversized. I just wanted to enjoy everything though. 2 3/4 inch wide. I made up my ginger. This one will look different than this because I started off with a color cardstock base. This is a lighter color base, more beige cream. This one is more of a craft cardstock actually, with ink on top of it. It is inked. It doesn't look like it, but she is inked. And then I took some pastel and did the cheek. This idea was inspired by 6 degrees of my creative time. A crafter on the design team turned this into a face like this where she used her marker. Then Emma did it, and then I saw both versions and I was like, well, I'm gonna do it too. So yes, 6 degrees of my creative time. So you guys can do the same thing. This line is shown on the die. That's right there, right? The hat covers it because I didn't want to see the line. So I brought the hat down lower. And the cheek line right there, that's the cheek line. The cheek line, I use a black marker and turned that into eyes and then flicked on eyelashes. Then rubbed on some pastel, like I said, and then took my white Jelly Roll pen, like so. And boop, 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 give some little freckles, okay? It needs a little freckle sometimes. So just get one Jelly Roll pen. It's all good to use from time to time, okay? So this is the die fully done. See how the eyes would be right here. So you're bringing the face down, but they both work so well. So I'm saving this one for, I had to stop. I'm going to make another card, but I just had to stop because of time. So she's now layered up again, all die cuts with ginger accessories too. Now here, I had cut out the bigger whisk. I could put that, but I wanted a smaller profile. So then guess what I did? I did mix and match. I went into Ginger Accessories 1 and put that little whisk there. Yes, play, play, and play, and play. This was so much fun. You just don't know. It could have been a spatula. It could have been a little spatula. So whatever your baking taste is, or at this size, I can see this as a cover of a mini album. Or a recipe book, yes. Then you decide what you want to put in there. You could do it on 2 sides. I could have done rolling pin. And you see what I'm saying? Love, 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 love. But I wanted her to have a whisk. She has her golden whisk. But let's talk about the colorway because I was just so happy with this colorway. When I did the preview, I told you I fell in love with this kind of a dusty rose colorway. Oh, so cute with the polka dots. I did a white chef hat. I just put a little snip. Did a liner in this colorway, but then I wanted to still use it again. But when I had it in the back here, it was too much. Put a piece of vellum on top of it. That's why it's looking muted, but still working. Then I took an embossing folder from my stash, ran that through, got that great texture. And then I'm using this wonderful die set. This is 2 die sets right here. And one of them is back in stock. I suggest if you are going to get it, get both because they go very, very well together. Pretty scallop oval dies. That's the outside. To do that oval on the inside is the pretty oval layer. Notice this says layer, meaning it works with that one. And it does have great stitching detail. I have some little cocoa looking gems from my stash. There is the Baked with Love right here from the stamp and die set. And look how it cuts out so beautifully with the die. Keep that in mind. That's why you see me, I have a whole bag of them ready to go. You know, these are all heat embossed. Oh, this is just so good. And I just love this font with the little heart on it. I cannot help it. Oh, it's so good. So good. She's adorable, isn't she? With this die, which is now in stock, there's also last month released was a Pretty Scallop Rectangle, fabulous. And the Pretty Scallop Circle, also fabulous. So these are the 3 sets. So cute. Cute. And don't forget, if you do get that scallop, to get the layering die for it. because that layering die is really good, okay? And then I did tuck a little ginger here. So I did play with the little baby ginger and the little baby utensils. There they are. You probably can't see it because it's like white on white with the pink, but I can see it and I'm enjoying every bit of it. There is a ginger bow, and if you love bows, especially bows that can lay flat for your projects, and you can fluff it up if you want it to be 3D. Sometimes I've done that too. Fun size ginger bow, that's what's here. There's also the small ginger bow, and then there's the medium ginger bow. She's bigger. All three are in stock. If you wanted, you can also put frosting on it. I didn't because I thought I had enough going on. Let's talk about the tag. Now this one, isn't she cute? This one now is from the paper pack. Cut out with the coordinating die. Cut out the pink girl. So I could have done any colorway. These are when you're in a pinch or you don't color. Cut this out though. If you don't get the stamp and die set, you're missing out on a few things. You're missing out on the awesome sentiments. You're also missing out on the dies. So even if you don't do coloring per se like this, you could stamp and heat emboss this on brown cardstock in white and have it look like gingerbread. If you don't want to color it, that's the way that you could fake it too. Just stamp this out in white. Why not? Here is the baking spoon. Now I used the Jingle All the Way. I did not stamp it out. I just die cut it, cut that line across. So this is just all die. I did stamp it though with sugar and spice season and heat emboss it. Okay? Yeah. So that's all on the cover of my tag. And this was a suggestion by Emma. These are those little Tim Holtz paper clip. Any little clip can do, or you can use a clothespin, something small that can clip, or one of those little clasps, and you fold it out. So this is what it looks like when the die is cut. I left this blank because I was saying maybe I could put a photograph in there, stamp something, leave this blank too. So cute. That hole is already punched. There is a reinforcer in white, and I did use a pattern paper. So that's pattern paper. A lot of the paper pack is here. Pop this up with the sugar and spice. The cardstock base is 110-pound white, and then I cut the pattern paper and just put a light slit here so it can close on itself. And then you put a little paper clip and you are done. There, that's the little frosting. Folded tag die. Love, so cute. You could just turn this into a loop and tie it onto a bag and then put something surprise on the inside for the person. You could put something more exaggerated too if you want them to know for sure. Open it up. Non-crafters, they'll just be like, oh, that's cute, and they don't get to open it up and it's interactive. You have to tell them. Okay, crafters, so next card, this cute little mini slimline that stands up. I have a top folding slimline. So this one is my boy Ginger, and then I had some little peppermint from my stash that I've been hoarding these, and this was the project that I was like, okay, I'm taking it out in blue too. That goes with the shade of blue. Oh yeah, you just don't know how cute this was for me. Anyway, like I was just like, oh, this is so adorable. Here is the paper pad, but here she gives you those 3 tags ready to go. Cut it out with that coordinating tag, tall tag frame, then backed it with the other tag, and I used the stitched one in a bigger size in this colorway. Isn't this fabulous? Then the reverse of it. Isn't that fabulous? And because this kind of reminded me of postage, I went into one of my sets that I bought a while back. Cute postage frame. Still in store and still in stock. Love. Let's talk about the postage frame. 5 inches tall by 2 7/8 of an inch wide. So it makes a cute little mini slimline. I did back navy cardstock in the back just to offer contrast. Then put the white back. It's a lot of this blue, red, light blue, white colorway, which I think is just so much fun. Oh, just fun. I just tied a piece of twine, popped it on there, and this one says baked with love. Look at that, and look at those enamel. I think everything here, I didn't need to put on anything else. Oh, so cute. Okay, crafters, for my last share. This one has a lot going on because I turned her into a shaker. I couldn't help it. Had to do a shaker. Look at that. Oh, so cute, so satisfying. The shaker bit. Let's talk about that die set. Scallop stitched oval dies. Love Love, love. And this has been inspired by a YouTuber, Mommy Loves Gigi. Hey, she uses this one to make shakers all the time. So I decided I was inspired by it. I've always wanted to try it. I decided to try it this time. How do we do the shaker? Piece 1, piece 2. So the 2 largest pieces, flip it over. And then what you do is you put some tape. You're going to have to tape it to keep it together because you're going to have to run the foam and the top to be the same size, okay? So I suggest taping this when you're going to do it. And then I had to pull the tape off because I had to then make the back and the acetate to cut out the acetate. I cut out the acetate out of this, not this size, because this is right here. So you're going to have to go a little bit bigger. Then I trimmed off some of this just so that my acetate wasn't peeking out here if I didn't line it up good, okay? If I was going way too fast, let me know, but it's an easy shaker to make. Super duper cute. I filled her up with all sorts of stuff. I have a gingerbread shaker piece there. I was waiting for the project. Here it is. So that's all good and ready to go. Use an embossing folder here on the back. This is again a 5x7 card base. Couldn't help myself. Just love my 5x7. That little baking spatula, again, did not stamp it out. I was like, I colored this. I'm done with the coloring. I didn't want to color it. I wanted to do it in cardstock, which is fine. Love options. Emma gives you options. Drip, I had 2 options. You can see I kept my second one here. I could have done the drip. I was going back and forth. I could have done that way too to kind of pick up that. But I decided to go in white. And then I popped some of the enamels in pink peppermint. Oh, guys, you just don't know. I was going for it. I was going for it. Love, love, love. Then this is the stamp and die set right here. So I colored her up in Copic markers. These are E30 markers. A little C marker, RV markers. Then I did white Jelly Roll pen just to highlight. Here now, right there, and up here, that's white glitter cardstock cut out with the coordinating die. So I staggered the sentiment here just to have a little bit of frosting here. If you see it in person, then you'd be like, oh, I see what she's talking about. Use the coordinating die, cut a couple layers. So this is layered up good just to get the die cut level. Here I'm using actually the big. So even though the image is small, I ended up using the big whisk because I had that big spatula. You can play with the sizing and the proportion depending on what you're doing. But because I had this one so large, I decided to go large in the other arm. Cute. Have the shaker, have that background paper. She matches the background paper actually from the paper pack. So the paper pack is there too. This one. That's in the back. And then I put this in. I kept everything else neutral because this is baking and it's a cookie. That's why I did this khaki color. I did this in cream. I didn't go with the white. But on the other one I did because of the pink. You know, play, and play some more. I was thinking of putting this in the back. You do you. I tell you, this paper pack is so good. It is so good. Look how I could have done that too and it would have worked, right? I could have done this too in the back. And that would have worked. Yes, I could have done this too. I'm telling you. It's a paper pack that has many, many options. The only difficult part is making a decision because of all the good options. And so I had fun coloring up my little ginger. So I hope you guys like all my examples. Expect to see another one coming with my little cutie patootie here. I'm going to explore this again, because it's so cute too. So I love that the gingers also within themselves come with the options. Don't forget to check out Mo's video on how to put together this awesome little package with that fabulous die at a great price point too. And my little tag, the folded tag. So cute. As you can see, I had a ton of fun. You have until Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. I believe that's going to be Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to apply that 15% OCT 2022 and enjoy this release. You can also add on the previous release. A few things came back in stock. Gingerbread Kisses, the paper pad is in stock. So is that stamp and die from last month. You Warm My Heart. So this is another bundle. There are the gingers in a cup. And you can also cut out the images in here, the pre-colored die cuts as well. Love, love, love. Alrighty, crafters, check out everything. I will put a link for the new release so you can take a look at all these goodies. Happy shopping, guys. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. I'll be baking more spirits bright with all this ginger goodness. Bye.